out of East Long Meadow, Mass., Alexandra Fern.
The Wild Child will be in car number 84 in the Lime Rock Partners car, Jake Higginson.
And then it will be the number 27 for Phil Evans out of Uncasville, Connecticut. The contingency partners for our Dare Stock division includes New England Racing Fuel Sunoco, Rattle the Machine, and Mangus Racing Products.
And it's Alexandra Fern with a 2-race winning streak. So she puts that on the line tonight. She will be starting 10th in the 12-car field.
Want to remind you right now, the Valente Modified Race Series drivers are down in Autograph Alley signing autographs. It's absolutely free. Meet your favorite drivers behind the small grandstand area in Autograph Alley right now, the Valente Modified Series drivers. Double greens are out, and Doug Phelps, the family man, is making his presence known at the point, and he is out in front, but already Marcello Rafrano is closing up that gap. Look at the 27, Matt.
And he goes around. Trouble for Evans. And it going airborne. Well, the 62 is involved, and it was Evans who lost control, and a car shot up into the atmosphere.
Unbelievable. The 62 machine.
Doug Phelps, who got off to a big blockbuster start. And he has been struggling lately, but it was a good omen for Doug Phelps as he was able to jitterbug his way out to an early lead. And we see if he can maintain that.
Yep, Matt, another individual that has had her share of hard luck is Nicole Chambrello with that number 16 car. And she also made some good moves in that first circuit before it was almost complete. Lights are off on the safety vehicle. Pace car will dive to the center of the infield off turn number 4, the snap of the wrist, and Cam Robinson gives them the green as they snake their way down into turn number 1. Nicole Chambrello looks for the advantage. She gets a little loose. They are 3 wide and all crossed up further back in the field, and there's 2 cars locked together, Matt.
Yeah, they are handcuffed, the 21 and the 16. So they are trying to get separated,
and it looks like they do.
It looks like Phelps gets away as they were joined at the hip.
So Nicole Chambrello will bring out yet another caution before one lap goes into the record books as her car
has inherited the lead from the combination of Phelps and Chambrello. So Marcello Rafrano, we've seen him in front at several races this year. He has had a very difficult time in the second half of races. So we'll see if he can eliminate that tonight. In second is Tyler Trott in car number 11. And Frank Latois, he of the fantastic finishing kick, is currently running in the top 3.
Yes, the defending champion is the current point leader. Dembeck also comes on very strong, but usually Dembeck comes on in the second half of the event. That seems to be his suit. And Alexandra Fern, these last 2 Friday nights, she has been so strong and consistent and aggressive as well. And we remind you, they're down in Autograph Alley, the Valente Modified Racing Series drivers. They're going to be closing things out in just a few short moments. So if you haven't been down there, why not head down there right now? And while you're down there, get yourself something good to eat or drink on the Midway. Great food items. Those sausage sandwiches are absolutely delicious. We've got everything from adult beverages, hot and cold drinks prepared just the way you like it, and all your favorites. But right now, speaking of your favorites, the Dare Stocks are about to go back to green.
And let's see who gets the upper hand. It looks like Tyler Trott. He is going to gallop his way into the top spot.
No question, Tyler Trott quickly jumps into the lead, and there is a 3-car battle for the runner-up spot. Right in the center is Marcello, but look out on the outside. Here comes car number 29, Matt, and he is coming to the front with a vengeance for Trace Meyer.
He's like a heat-seeking missile as he moves into second. Third is a battle between Latois and Rafrano, and Latois might have a little bit of an edge because he is being shoved by Dan Dembeck. Dembeck looking for racing room.
And while that's happening, Alexandra Fern is being quiet and cautiously coming to the front of the field, now working her way to contend among the top 5 cars. Back out front, Tyler Trott leads the parade. Trace Meyer still running in second. Frank Latois, the Zeke's pump service machine, setting in the 3rd spot. And then the 4th spot is Dembeck. And then we've got a battle for position number 5.
And let's see if Alexandra Fern can get her nostrils underneath Marcello Rafrano. And it's not happening yet. Instead, the battle consists of Frank Latois and Dan Dembeck. They are duking it out for third, and Tyler Trott has plenty of open space around him.
There's no question there continues to be some good racing there at the point, but all of a sudden Alexandra Fern a little bit looser that time, and it cost her some ground. The distance between her and Rofano is now about 2 car lengths. They were all tightened up previous to that. But back to the line, it's Tyler Trott, your leader. Second position, still Trace Beyer. Frank Latois still in the third spot. Dembeck is in the fourth position. And rounding out the top 5, it is Marcello Rofano with Alexandra Fern just out of the top 5 in position number 6.
And she likes it on the outside groove, so let's see if she goes out there in an effort to corral that number 48 car, Marcello Rofano. A little wiggle for the 48 as he enters turn number 4. So that car might be getting a little loose on him. We'll see what transpires as they barrel their way into turn 2.
There's no question about it. He does appear to be loosening up a bit. But Tyler Trott seems to have everything under control at the front of this field. Back off turn number 4. Now remember, Tyler's had kind of a roller coaster season as well. He's had some nights that he's been dominant and other nights that he's struggled. Tonight looks like one of those dominant nights if he can hold on with 6 of the 15 laps into the record books here. Frank Latois, when he won the title a year ago, he said, well, he'd like to repeat his performance in the title, but he says, I really am coming in 2015 to win races, and he has been consistent and up front all season long so far.
Now, one thing that Tyler Trott has to be concerned with, the 3 guys behind him usually save their best racing for the final 5 laps. So Trott knows he hasn't seen the best of Trace Beyer, Frank Latois, or Dan Dembeck yet, but he will see it as the second half of this race unfolds. So Tyler Trott, he has to drive very carefully, and it looks like Trace Beyer is starting to make some inroads on the lead.
He certainly is, Matt. He has closed up that gap impressively. It's down to less than 2 car lengths as they head down the back straightaway. For Latois, he's kind of, well, in a comfort zone in the 3rd spot. Dembeck still setting in position 4. But it's Trace Beyer who closes in on Tyler Trott as they come to the line. 9 laps are now into the record books.
As the lead is about the length of a toothpick between Tyler Trott and Trace Beyer. So Beyer on fire, trying to catch up to the number 11 car. Latois steady in 3rd, so is Dembeck in 4th, and Rofano is pulled away from Alexandra Fern. So the action is up at the top between Trott and between Beyer.
Beyer still continues to get closer and closer as Tyler Trott tries to guard the lead as they come off the second turn and down the back straightaway. Tyler Trott now is trying to string it out, but Trace Byers is right there, and he's stronger going into turn number 3, and you can see him close up that gap impressively. This time, when they come back to the line, there'll be 4 circuits remaining in this event. 4 circuits remaining, and Trace Beyer has got it all closed up in a bid for the number 1 spot.
Yeah, Trott is trying to string it out, but it is a very short string and getting shorter all the time. So Beyer does his best work heading into the 3rd quarter as he tries to wipe out the advantage of Tyler Trott. Doug Phelps, the slower car, hugs the bottom, and that gives plenty of operating room for our co-leaders.
It certainly does, but Byers continues to apply the pressure, look to the outside, approaching turn 1, thought twice of it, then settled back in. His strongest point of the racetrack seems to be entrance to turn 3. That's where he can reel him in. He's almost there, but there isn't good enough. But off the 4th turn, he sees daylight on the bottom, but Tyler Trott continues to maintain the lead. There's less than 1 mile left in the competition here.
So a 2-lap tussle for the trophy. It is Trott leading by about a fingernail over Trace Beyer. Frank Latois also a factor. We have problems on the front stretch, and the yellow comes out with 2 to go.
Well, Dan Dembeck spins coming off turn number 4. This is almost kind of deja vu. Remember last week, he spun late in the event on the front straightaway as well and was able to green flag with Tim Bennett. Looking things over, Tommy Fox, race director from Race Central, reassessing things in the field, timing and scoring, checking out all of these cars in all of the divisions here, with the exception of our Dare Stock division, have what they refer to as electronic scoring, which is the norm really in 2015. throughout the motorsports world. But in our dare stocks, they're still doing it the good old-fashioned way of what they refer to as line scoring, where they write each and every one of the numbers of the cars as they cross the start-finish line. Pace car pulls away. It is going to be a showdown, Matt, as they come off turn number 4. Tyler Trott on the inside and Trace Beyer working his magic in the outside lane.
Well, Trott looked like he was fired out of a pea shooter. He grabs the upper hand. Here comes Latois. Latois tries to fireball his way underneath the 29 of Beyer. Frank Latois is about to move into second place.
Here comes Alexandra Fern. She is down underneath Marcello. They work their way off turn number 4. 5, make it 6 cars. White flag is out, no surrendering. But Tyler Trott seems to have things covered into turn number 2. Side-by-side racing for second. On back, it's still Tyler Trott, the leader, down into turn number 3.
And Aspire trying to get Latois on the outside of the fight for second. But here comes Tyler Trott as he gets ready to blast his way out of turn 4.
Checkered flag is out. Tyler Trott takes down the win. Frank Latois will finish in second. Trace Beyer to round out the top 3. Unofficially in the 4th spot, Kurt is the number 12 machine. The good folks at Ingersoll Rand want to give you, the race fans, an opportunity to win some of the official power tools of NASCAR. It's very simple. All you have to do is text to IR Tools SSMES to 313131. You can do it as many times as you want, and yes, you can be a lucky winner too.
So, Tyler Trott is out of the car. Let's go to Darren Ayotte.
All right, a great bounce-back finish for you guys, finishing 11th last week. It wasn't the Tyler Trott we're used to seeing here at Stafford, but what does it mean to get back into victory lane?
I melted the transmission down again this week to get the first. It feels good. You guys can't keep me off the podium. I'm here to stay. I'd like to thank my dad, all my sponsors, my girlfriend Allison, my sister Madison, my crew chief Jesse. I mean, without you guys, I wouldn't be here.
The 33 of Frank Latois Jr. gave you a nice push there in that green-white checkered restart, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He's a friend of mine from way back from when I used to watch him, and I have to thank him and his father for all the help and all the tips for this year.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Tyler Trott gets another win here in 2015, a big win for him, and now we'll bring in his buddy, Frank Latois Jr., my buddy as well, finishing in second. Frank, congratulations. Your 10th top 5 in 10 races. You're Mr. Consistency here in the Dare Stop.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, really, just surviving and doing the best you can. And team gives me a stout car every week. Me and Tyler have been talking about getting these Star Fabrication race chassis up here 1-2, and we finally did it. It's good. We last week the cautions hurt us, but this week we got lucky and it paid off for us. But I got to thank the team. I got to thank Zeke's Pump Service, Minuteman Press, Tommy Supplies, just everybody. David Auto Machine for sticking with us, and it's going. And we'll be back next week.
All right, that's Frank Latois Jr. finishing in second, and now we'll bring in Trace Beyer, who gets a much-needed third-place finish. But take me through that green-white checkered. Looked like you had it, but you got caught up on the outside. Tell me about that.
Yeah, my car is running pretty good on the outside, but it got a little loose coming off the corner, so that's where Frank was able to get underneath. And it's just so much fun racing these guys. Tyler, Frank, they race clean, and it's a lot of fun to do this.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, the 29 of Trace Beyer finishes in third. That's his 7th top 5 of 2015, and another great Dare Stock feature here tonight at Stafford.